Now, it is just a plant, and yet it is causing chaos in Mauritania. The North African country is being slowly but surely invaded by typha. Now, it's a kind of a thick plant that's sprung up and is growing all over the country, destroying other species and actually forcing some people to leave their homes. One silver lining, though, local scientists finding the reeds also have a use. They can, surprisingly, be turned into coal. Wassim, Cornet and Emerald Maxwell report for us.
These men work tirelessly. Wading through knee-deep water, they're cutting typha, an invasive plant which has ravaged this part of southern Mauritania. Once dried, the typha is placed in a giant vat, which is tightly sealed. It's then burned and turned into coal.
It's a small miracle. We couldn't do anything with all of that typha. Then one day this technique was discovered, and it's much better for us. Yes, here's the burned typha. We can go and take a look at it and fill the bags up.
It was a Mauritanian engineer who first came up with the idea of turning typha into coal. The project has been supported for the past 5 years by Cornet, a French NGO. In 30 years, typha has overrun the region, an area equivalent to 36,000 football fields. And trying to access the Senegal River involves a lot more than simple navigation skills.
You see how difficult it is to move around? Each year they clean up, but
the typha grows back relentlessly. Zainal Abidin knows all about it. He's the manager of the Tuolin Park in Mauritania.
Look at this. There's nothing but typha. That plant has turned our ecosystem upside down. Nothing else can grow here.
And in the distance, the reason for this ecological disaster. The Diama Dam, located in the mouth of the Senegal River. It has blocked seawater from moving into the river and has allowed for the development of typha, which loves fresh water.
The typha found the perfect environment and started to develop, and it's developing at the expense of other species.
Typha has killed everything. Fish are rarer and rarer here. These fishermen have very little to work with.
There's no way we can make a living from fishing anymore. We can only fish 3 or 4 times a year.
Before we didn't have any problems and lots of people came here. Ever since the dam was built, everyone has fled. There's no one left here.
This region has been hard hit by typha, with entire villages having to move away. That's what happened to Tarshef, which used to be adjacent to the Senegal River. It looked like a hopeless situation until Cornet came along. The NGO's teams are back in action. After it's been burned, the typha is taken away to one of these brick machines, operated by the women of the village. There are 7 of these, in 7 different communities. When it's mixed with clay, the typha turns into coal, after it's processed through this machine. The coal has made everyone here very happy.
It's a type of coal which has no odour, which doesn't produce smoke, and which is cheaper than charcoal. So we have all the necessary ingredients to supply all households in coal, and at the same time to keep existing animal life in the area.
Do you make money out of this?
Yes.
A lot?
Yes, lots of money.
So can typha replace wood? In a country where 90% of households still use charcoal to cook. These villagers have already made the switch.
We used to look for wood in the bush. It was hard. We don't go there anymore. We buy our coal here, and everything's a lot better this way.
Cornet has been supporting the project since the very beginning. Now, typha coal needs private investors to take over in order to turn an ecological disaster into a glimmer of hope.